how can you identify the pirate sites and shut it down? So there are really two steps here. First step is to technically leverage technologies like digital fingerprinting, which are used for automatic content recognition, ACR, that are actually used to identify if a content is licensed to a specific entity. So when you see a pirated link, first you got to see who that content which is being pirated from is, and like, so who was this content licensed for? Because obviously, for example, a football game, a soccer game is being licensed to different people, and you have to, the first level is identifying where the licensee was. Then the next level is from each of those licensees, whether it was a broadcast delivery or a streaming service, you need to know which of the subscribers was behind that piracy. So this next level is really by embedding a unique identification called watermark IDs inside the video as the live stream is being broadcasted. And that happens in two different workflows. One is really during the video preparation, during encoding and content delivery on the CDN, that you really deliver a unique set of video which has some hidden features imperceptible on the video to each specific users. Or there are some client-side approaches where as the content is being rendered on the screen, there is some unique ID for that specific user is embedded on the video, very imperceptibly. Obviously, this has to be in such a way that doesn't add any artifact to the video, but it helps you to identify who was the last authorized user or pay subscriber for that video, which was later on used in piracy. And when it comes to live streaming, the main factor is how soon you can actually identify that ID. So it's a chain of, in a live event, you have to quickly really monitor the web and identify the digital fingerprint for a pirated site, match it to where, who was the licensee behind that. And then from that licensee, you identify which was the unique ID for the subscriber that was used. And all of these have to happen in a very short amount of time in order to enable you to actually stop that piracy or disrupt that viewing, which is a growing problem. And there are certain successful stories about that. And more is becoming really a requirement when a sports licensor is actually putting these as part of the requirements in their licensing agreements.